Some flores can be found in central Visayas, including caulerpa, ginger, mushroom, morning glory, and kamote. Some faunas can be found in central Visayas, including tarsier, which is famous in the part of Bohol, python, dolphin, whale, and Visayan swarty pig. Central Visayas is composed of Cebu, Bohol, Negros Oriental, and Siquijor. Some of the provinces in Central Visayas has been considered as top 10 list of the most visited destination of both local and domestic tourists, which are the Bohol and Cebu.
Maayong adlaw sa inyong tanan. Join me as we discover the unrivaled beauty of the Queen of the South, Cebu. Cebu is known as the Queen City of the South because of its strategic and economic importance to the country. Fun facts. Did you know that Cebu retains so much in terms of historic events? Well, it's because of the Battle of Mactan, wherein Ferdinand Magellan landed on the island of Cebu and killed by Chief Lapu-Lapu. Culture. Some of the culture of Cebu is Cebuanos used to paint themselves employing the nowadays popular tattoo art form. And for the dialect, Cebuano languages is widely spoken in the province. We can access the said province by remains of air direct flight to Manila to Cebu. Our offers daily both Philippine Airlines and Air Philippines Express from Manila's NAIA to Cebu Mactan Cebu International Airport. Attraction. There are many attractions can be found in Cebu, but here are some of the famous attractions you can definitely not to miss, including canyoneering to Kawasan Falls and witness the grandeur of the Temple of Leia. Accommodation. Cebu offers a wide range of world-class amenities such as luxury hotels and beach resorts, including Radisson Blu Cebu, located at Sergeant Osmeña Boulevard, corner 1 Luna Avenue, Cebu City. Activities. Multiple activities that a traveler can do when visited the Cebu, including hiking, camping, and trekking at Osmeña Peak, and swimming in the clear turquoise water from Mountain Spring. Some of the famous food and delicacies found in Cebu are lechon, chorizo de Cebu, and danggit.
Maayong adlaw sa inyong tanan. Join me as we discover the unrivaled beauty of splendor underwater and over hills, Bohol. The home of the famous Chocolate Hills, Bohol is one of the most visited destinations in Central Visayas region of the Philippines. Bohol is known as the splendor underwater and over hills because of the scenic view like the Chocolate Hills, and the plateau is a famous point in Bohol. Did you know that Bohol is known as the home of the world's smallest monkey, tarsier, which can be found in the hills of Corelia? Culture in Bohol was the most festive of all, Sandugo Festival, celebrated every July. Cebuano language is widely spoken in this province, including Tagalog, Malay, and English. You can access the said province by means of air, wherein you can fly from Manila or from Cebu City to Tagbiliran City, the Bohol Airport. There are daily flights with Philippine Airlines, Cebu Pacific, or Asian Spirit. Many attractions can be found in Bohol, but here's some of the famous attractions you can definitely not to miss, including the Chocolate Hills that has been declared the country's third national geological monument and is considered by many as the eighth wonder of the world. If you're looking for the place to stay, various accommodations can be found in Bohol, including Panglao Homes Resort and Villas. Multiple activities that a traveler can do when visited the Bohol, including island hopping, scuba diving, and countryside tour in Chocolate Hills. Some of the famous delicacies found in Bohol are tablea, peanut kisses, and barquillos.
Maayong adlaw sa inyong tanan. Join me as we discover the marine paradise of Central Visayas, Siquijor. Siquijor is known as the marine paradise of Central Visayas because Siquijor was declared a marine reserve because of its coastal area. Fun facts: Siquijor is famous for its long-standing reputation of being haunted, mostly to the mangkukulam natural healers who live in Siquijor. Culture. Siquijor is known for its unique Philippine culture of blending Catholicism with traditional religious practices. Dialect. Some of the provinces in Central Visayas, Cebuano language is widely spoken in the province of Siquijor. You can access the said province by means of air wherein you can have to fly from Manila by Philippine Airlines and Cebu Pacific Air. Carry passengers from Manila to Dumaguete in about 1.5 hours. Attractions. There are many attractions can be found in Siquijor, but here's are some of the famous attractions you can definitely not to miss, including Cambugahay Falls, wherein it's one of the most famous Siquijor tourist spot because of its turquoise water and majestic accommodation. If you are looking for the place to stay, various accommodation can be found in Siquijor, including the White Villas Resort and Calachuchi Beach Resort. Multiple activities that a traveler can do when visited the Siquijor, such as the waterfall massage, Tarzan swing, and playground for kids wherein they can have picnic perfect for family bonding. Some of the famous food delicacies found in Siquijor are torta, peanut balls, and native bread.
Maayong adlaw sa inyong tanan. Join me as we discover the unrivaled beauty of whale and dolphin heaven, Negros Oriental. Negros Oriental is also known as whale and dolphin heaven because of breathtaking Negros Occidental marine conservation parks, playful dolphin and pygmy sperm whales out.
Negros Oriental is the second largest in Visayas after Panay. Negritos, Malays, and Chinese long inhabited the island called Buglasan before the expedition of Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. The city of Dumaguete is a hub of culture for the island of Negros. Festivals celebrate birth, harvest, and victories, as well as the religious event. One of the examples is Buglasan Festival of the entire province, usually taking place the second week of October. Same of the other province in Central Visayas. Cebuano language is widely spoken in the province of Negros Oriental. You can access the said province by the means of air, wherein you can direct flight from Naiga to Cebu, Mactan Airport, Dumaguete Airport, and of course by sea. There are ferries that you can from Manila to Dumaguete via Tugo Travel for the day travel time. There are many attractions that you can find in Siquijor, but here is some of the famous attractions that you can definitely not miss, including the Apo Island. Apo Island, wherein is the best tourist spot in Negros Oriental. If you are looking for a place that you want to stay, there are different accommodation that you can find in Negros Oriental, including the Atlantis Dive Resort area, beach houses. Cool activities that the tourists can do when visited in Negros Oriental, like diving, dolphin and whale watching, and cave exploration. Some famous delicacies that you can find in Negros Oriental, such as Silvanas, Sans Rival, and Budbud Kabuk.
Region 8. Both flora and fauna can be found in Eastern Visayas. For flora, it includes Casuatina, Barringtonia, corn, coconut, and sugarcane. And for fauna, it includes tuna, galunggong, sardines, anchovy, and sapsap. Eastern Visayas composed of Biliran, Northern Samar, Western Samar, Eastern Samar, Leyte, and Southern Leyte. The region's sea and inland waters are rich sources of salt and freshwater fish and other marine products. It is one of the fish exporting region of the country.
Maupay na adlaw ha iyong nga tanan. Join me as we discover the unrivaled beauty of a paradise undiscovered. The present name, adopted sometime between 70th and 80th century, was derived from a native grass called Boro Biliran, which grew abundantly in the island and was a part of Cebu province. Orasyon. An orasyon code said to be intended for an emergency situation is one of the three such codes written in red ink in Roberto Quintong Garcia's booklet. I saw somewhere in the initial pages the common orasyon: Sator, Arepo, Tenet, Opera, and Rotas. This one, written in 5 lines on walls of some houses in the rural areas, can be read horizontally and vertically. Waray-waray is the major dialect spoken in the province. You can reach Biliran via Mactan Airport, fly directly to Cebu from there. Additionally, you can travel via Cebu, take a ferry for 10 hours to Leyva. You can also take a quick raft to Ormoc City. The journey takes approximately 3 hours. Finally, via Manila, proceed to the Pasay or Cubao Terminal. Daily buses connect to Naval Biliran. The travel time exceeds 24 hours. There are many attractions can be found in Biliran, but here are some of the famous attractions you can definitely not to miss, including Sambuan Island. Its curve-shaped white sand beaches with crystal clear water is surely a paradise to all beach lovers. If you're looking for a place to stay, various accommodations can be found in Biliran, including Marvin's Seaside. Multiple activities that a traveler can do when visiting Biliran, including swimming, paddleboarding, and kayaking. Some of the famous delicacies found in Biliran are lamtingaw, loco, and smoked fish tinapa.
Open na adlaw na iyong matanan. Join me as I discover the unraveled beauty of the gateway to the Philippines. Discover Eastern Summer. It was in Eastern Summer where Ferdinand Magellan landed in the Bohol Island in the town of Guian on March 16, 1821 in what is not officially recognized as the discovery of the Philippines by the Western world. Magellan called the place Summer.
Did you know? Ferdinand Magellan first set foot off the Philippine soil in the island of Humonhon, on this way to discover the Philippines for the Western world. The waray-waray often stereotyped as brave warrior as popularizing the tagline of "Basta ang waray, hindi uurong sa away." Waray-waray is the major dialect spoken in the province. Similar to Region 7 and Region 8, is only accessible via air and water. By the air, Tacloban Airport serves as the principal urban getaway for the region. By the sea, the region provinces are connected to critical places in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, at least 7 major seaports. I know all of you are looking for a good destination, so there are many attractions can be found in Eastern Summer. But here are some of the famous attractions that you can definitely not to miss. Include the Cantican Island and Marine Sanctuary, also known as Pier Island, is located in Juan, Eastern Summer. If you are looking for a place to stay and want a comfortable rooms and other stuff, various accommodation can be found in Eastern Summer, including Borabay Hotel. Multiple activities and travel can do when you visit the Eastern Summer, including the scuba diving, snorkeling, boating, and swimming. I know all of you want a mouth-watering foods, so some of the famous delicacies found in Eastern Summer are moron, binanggol, and sasima.
Maupay na adlaw iyong nga tanan. Join me as we discover the unraveled beauty of the land of history, Leyte. Leyte, specifically Tacloban, assumed historical significance as the temporary seat of the Philippine Commonwealth from October 23, 1944 to February 27, 1945. Situated in Red Beach, Cal Leyte, the monument marks the spot where General Douglas MacArthur landed with the American Liberation Forces in 1944. Did you know that Leyte is also known as the site of the largest naval battle in modern history, the Battle of Leyte Gulf, which took place during the Second World War? Waray-waray is the major dialect spoken in the province. The best way to go to Leyte is by air. The main jump-off point is the airport in San Jose, Tacloban City. The airport operates every day and holds 3 different airline companies: Cebu Pacific, Philippine Airlines, and Air Asia. The flights are mostly going to either Manila or Cebu. There are many attractions can be found in Leyte, but here's some of the famous attractions you can definitely not miss, including Kalandangan Island, is famous for its crystal clear water, white powdery sand, and long sandbars stretching on both sides of the island. If you are looking for a place to stay, various accommodations can be found in Leyte, including Ormic Villa Hotel. Multiple activities that a traveler can do when visited the Leyte, including the snorkeling, boating, diving, and swimming. Some of the famous delicacies found in Leyte are binagol, moron, and suman. Maupay na adlaw iyong tanan. Join me as we discover the unraveled beauty of a journey back in time, Northern Summer. Northern Summer is one of the 3 provinces of Samar Island in the eastern Visayas region of the Philippines. This province boasts of its picturesque island, breathtaking rock formation, white sand beaches, cave, and unspoiled dive sites. Fun facts, did you know that the Northern Samar is the third largest island in the country with a total area of 3,948 square kilometers? That's interesting. Many waray-waray tradition can be traced to pre-colonial times. For example, the kuratsa dance is one of the most popular traditional dance of the waray-waray at many social gatherings, especially wedding. It is very common throughout the summer. The couple who dances kuratsa will be showered with money by the people around them. Waray-waray is the major dialect spoken in the province along with Inabaknon, predominantly spoken in Kapul Island. You can reach Northern Samar by air depending on where you wanted to stay. There are 3 airports servicing Samar: Tatarman, Calbayog, and Tacloban. If plane tickets are too expensive and you are on a budget, you can opt for a bus. From Manila, you can take a bus from Pasay or Cubao bound to Catarman, Rawis, or Tacloban. There are many tourist attractions that can be found in Northern Samar, and here are some of the most famous tourist attractions that you can definitely not to be missed when visiting Northern Samar. And it includes Biri Island rock formation that are among the list of incredible tourist spots in Northern Samar. If you are looking for a place to stay, various accommodation can be found in Northern Samar, and it includes Biri Resort and Dive Center. If you are a traveler, multiple of activities can be done when visiting Northern Samar, and it includes snorkeling, scuba diving, boating, skimboarding, and shopping. Some of the famous delicacies found in Northern Samar includes moron, binagol, and sagmani.
Maupay na duha, iyong tanan. Join me as we discover the unraveled beauty of caving capital of the Philippines, Western Samar. Samar is one of the 3 provinces of Samar Island in Eastern Visayas in the Philippines, home to a network of amazing caves hidden beneath the region's lush jungles. Including the biggest cave system in the country, Samar is a rugged destination where adventure seekers can experience something out of ordinary. Did you know that the former names given to Samar were Zamal, Ibabaw, Achan, and Tandaya? Similar to other provinces, Waray-Waray and Cebuano are widely spoken language in Western Samar. There are flights from Manila to Calbayog City in Samar and Catarman, Northern Samar. However, flights are usually more expensive and schedules are not as frequent. The more affordable way to get to Tacloban is via Tacloban City in the neighboring province of Leyte. From the Tacloban town proper, the land trip takes approximately 2.5 hours. There are many attractions can be found in Western Samar, but here's some of the famous attractions you can definitely not miss, including Sobatan Natural Bridge National Park, wherein it is a peaceful place for recreation. If you are looking for a place to stay, various accommodations can be found in Western Samar, including Hotel San Francisco and Seaside Pension Resort. Multiple activities that a traveler can do when visited the Western Samar, including jungle trekking and rock formations tour inside the cave. Some of the famous delicacies found in Western Samar are binagol, tamalos, and pastillas.
Maupay na adlaw ha iyong ang tanan. Join me as we discover the unrivaled beauty of the centuries-old charmer, Southern Leyte. Southern Leyte is exactly like a leaf. She is pretty on the outside, but the secret hides within her makes her even more beautiful. Dive into the pristine, serene waters of Sagad Bay and see the beauty of its depths. Southern Leyte is a province in the Philippines located in the Eastern Visayas region. Its capital is the city Maasin. Did you know that the province is well known for its quality abaca product and is the country's major producer of abaca fiber? Learn about the Pintadas culture at the Balanghay Masua Pre-Colonial Museum and learn by bayan writing and pintado tattooing. The fastest way to get the province of Southern Leyte from Manila is to train and fly wedge cross 1,100 to 3,700 and it takes 3 hours and 31 minutes. There are many attractions can be found in Southern Leyte, but here are some of the famous attractions you can definitely not to miss, including Napantao Marine Sanctuary, wherein it is one of the best tourist spots in Southern Leyte if you love diving and interested in marine life forms. Multiple activities that a traveler can do when visiting the Southern Leyte, including caves, extreme adventure sites, waterfalls, safari river trekking, cratered lake trekking, fish feeding, rainforest tramping, scuba diving, and whale shark interaction. Some of famous delicacies found in Southern Leyte are banagan and bocarillo.